The other assembled people kind of looks at the wolf, raises an eyebrow. Why do you familiar, Pooch? Kind of reaches a hand over in an attempt to pat the doggo on the head.
Puff will sniff the hand and see he recognizes the scent.
Roll intelligence and alertness. Mr. Puff.
Yep. Difficulty 6?
Yes. The first time you blacked out, you ended up at a what seemed to be a black site of some kind. And there was a very unusual man that all of these different canines seem to flock toward. This smells like that unusual man. How do you wish to respond?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Puff?
Puff.
Oh, okay.
Okay, say that again, I'm sorry.
I said, the first time you blacked out, you ended up at a black site, surrounded by other canines of all varieties, that all seem to flock toward a very unusual individual.
Unusual what? You cut off.
Yeah, unusual what?
Very unusual man. And so, as you did so, come across this man, you recall him collectively petting all of the animals before leaving. And
Oh, this is the same person I'm smelling right now.
Yes.
Okay. Puff is gonna lean back away from the hand and kind of growl a bit.
Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter, boy? You don't like little old Will? Oh, maybe it's me. He kind of retracts the hand, gives it a little sniff, shrugs.
You're not that little.
Can't a guy have a joke once in a while? That's all right.
And as you
Now-
might have recalled, Mr. Puff, you also remember being imbued with greater strength than you have previously had before coming to your own cognition after that meeting.
Yeah, I remember being taken away from my will, having this person pet me, and then something entering my body which made me stronger, but then I had to hightail it out of there and then follow weird over the quote-unquote phone home.
Indeed.
So I'm more hesitant than like upset, but I am very like doesn't have the information, so nervous, scared tendencies.
Got it.
Not aggressive.
How would you like to proceed, Mr. William?
You know, I think I will talk with my manager and see if I can get these three lovely individuals backstage passes to my show tonight. Or rather, in a couple of days. As a show of good faith, you know? Once my show here is over, I should have some time off before the next public appearance of the big bad wolf, and I will be expected to be training, obviously, but I can justify any absences to my manager. So once the show in a couple of days is over, I should be free to help these fine young people out with their little problem. Sound good?
Yeah, as long as you don't get in trouble.
Oh, I won't get in trouble, promise. Scout's honor, cross my heart and hope to die.
Mr. Will, as you have come to become acquainted with the four gentlemen that you've met today, besides Rudolph and Gus and Puff, you come to the conclusion that individuals like this are a absolutely abundant source of faith if you can wrap your fingers around them. What would you... Is there anything you would like to do before you...
Abundant source of faith?
Indeed.
Well, I mean, they already shook hands with me, so... I think that... Let me see... I think I would like to correct me if I'm wrong in the use of this, but I think I would like to use insinuate
All right.
on the three assembled individuals, Gus and Puff and Rudolph.
All right, go for it.
So this would be manipulation with empathy. How the hell do I roll? Did I just click manipulation?
You click
you
manipulation
go,
and then it'll
you go
pop
to
up.
the power that you're trying to use, and then you click the name.
Oh, I clicked the power. Okay. What would the difficulty be?
The difficulty would be 6.
All right, let's give this a go, shall we? No, that doesn't look good.
Let's see.
Yeah, like successes 1, 2, 3.
You don't have the torment effect this time, for now. Well, what are you intending to do with insinuate?
Just make sure that these three trust me, especially with how hesitant Puff was. You know, just to put off the impression that he's a big guy, but he's this big friendly guy. Is the sort of wrestling celebrity who would be very happy to sign autographs out of the ring, sign autographs, sign merch, you know, that sort of thing.
For the record, this is less Puff being like completely against the idea of being around you. This is more so Puff is very much so a does not attach to a person, does not attach to a person, does not attach to a person. Okay, you're mine now. Like there's like the line where like completely nervous, we're strangers, and then cuddles all the and then up on you all the time.
Cute.
Alrighty. So, going forward for the rest of this scene, you will have a difficulty decrease of 1 for manipulation rolls with these three.
We get to resist it with a willpower roll?
That
At
is
least
indeed
according to what I
true.
read there.
Yes, you do.
Indeed. Roll your willpower, difficulty 6. For all of you who actually wish to resist.
Okay, hold up. Where is
Now
it?
the party starts to realize what sort of character they're dealing with.
Wait, where is my willpower? I'm blind.
Core near the bottom is where mine
Yeah,
is.
under core, yeah, right at the bottom center.
Hold up. I am blind. Give me a second.
Should I have 10?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
I think it would be bad if you had less than 10 because we all start out with 10, I think.
No,
I am blind.
not everyone starts with 10.
No, I started with 3.
Oh. Never mind then.
Yeah, not everybody starts with 10.
I cannot find it, so I am blind. Sorry,
I can roll it for you if I need
Go to your
Please do.
attributes thing and scroll all the way to the bottom. It should be at the center.
I don't see it.
Oh, it's
Okay, you know, I'm blind. I'm blind. I am very blind.
So
Don't worry
at
about
the
it,
end of
because-
at the end of core, there is a willpower thing at the bottom
Yeah, I
left
see it.
corner for yours. Press it.
That's it. I was looking in the dead center, not. I'm like, I don't see it. I take the things very literally. If someone says dead center, that's where I'm looking.
What's dead center for me?
Ugh.
You don't appear to have affected either Rudolph or Puff, but the child seems to be much more trusting of you.
Of course, because it's a literal child.
He's just a big teddy bear, guys.
Does Gus say this? Like out loud?
He says he looks like a giant teddy bear.
I think he'd be more like a teddy wolf instead of a bear.
Will turns around and points to the wolf emblazoned on the back of his jacket. Yeah, you're pretty much there, buddy. But
He seems like he wants to help.
yes, I do indeed want to help. Your case is uniquely interesting to me, and so I kind of figure after I'm done in town here, I could spare maybe a week, 2 weeks to help you out with this problem of yours.
How exactly do we get ticket thing? Do we just meet at door and they give there, or what? Because you said you had to contact somebody.
Oh, yes, I'll be contacting my professional manager. You know, I'll be paying for your tickets from my own personal account, but it should be fine. It's all just tiny little expenses for y'all to come and see. Probably one of the greatest shows of your lives. And don't worry about the tickets not being able to be mailed to any address. Don't worry, I'll find you.
No. I don't think I have a address on my van.
Yeah, I don't think vehicles can have an address.
Like I said, I'll find you. Don't worry. I know some people.
We know people too.
Seems everybody knows them. Seems everybody knows people these days, huh?
So if that is it for now, we do have a few more errands to run. I think that I have to visit the power line.
Splendid then. It's a deal. I'll see you all in a couple of days and well, maybe we can work something out. Just figure out what's the deal with that sword of yours.
I mean, we already made a deal. You'll help me as long as I show up the show. So we've
Exactly.
already figured something out.
Oh, and Rudolph.
Y'all are good people.
Rudolph.
Yes?
You are in the presence of 4 werewolves beside yourself. Didn't you also have some business with trying to find a spirit to barter with, yes?
Yeah?
Perhaps they could give you a lead.
They could. But I mentioned what I was doing, and no one said anything. So...
I didn't hear anything that you said. What did you try to say?
Rodolph mentioned how he was gonna go visit some power lines.
Ah,
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did say that.
interesting. So you aren't going to seek any help from those who are probably more experienced. Is that right?
I am,
Alrighty.
but not here.
Alright.
Rodolph has a plan, sort of.
Mm-hmm. Is it fully thought out?
I refuse to answer that question.
Then no.
Yeah, that sounds like an emphatic no.
I see. Well, do you intend on departing at this moment?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Alright.
Alright, let's go, guys. And Rodolph turns and walks back to his van.
Gus just waves to all the werewolves before turning to skip after Rudolph. Oh yeah, come along, Puff. Just need to forget. I don't want to forget the dog.
I was following along very closely with you.
Yep. Rodolph's gonna hop in the van and then let the others know. Alright, so make sure to buckle up before I get driving.
All right. Do we really have to go to a show?
I do. I agree.
It's gonna be very loud.
I'll just make sure not to turn on my sensitive ears.
Hey, you can turn those on and off.
Alright. So, you head to... Are you heading to a power station soon?
Not right away.
Alright, where to next?
Rodolph is going to drive away normally until he gets out of their sight, and then I want to drive trying to avoid detection.
Oh god. No.
And by drive normally, I think it sounds to me like your drive normally means uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
He's flying casual, okay?
And now just imagining the fucking scene from the Star Wars Family Guy special.
Alright.
Yeah, except imagine that with a Mystery Machine style van.
Alrighty.
Wonderful.
Gus is gonna buckle up and then just hold on to the Jesus handle.
And as you go off...
Is that what you call the little handle?
Yes. I think Jesus take the wheel.
I see. And as you all take off, where to next?
Well, do you want to visit your thing next, or should I continue taking care of my business?
Oh, if it's along the way, we can do it. But if it's past what I need to do, then I'd say drop me off.
You just want to ditch me, I see how it is. Rodolph is going to drive to Show's place.
I was just choking on my Cheetos. No. No. Gus is just very OCD. If it's along the way, we can do your stuff. But if it's not, then I can do my thing.
I need to make a phone call before I do my thing. It's fine.
Alright. What phone call would you like to do?
I want to call Arthur.
You scroll through your phone and you find the contact named Big Scary Jedi Werewolf Motherfucker.
That was not who I intended to call. I intended to call the other guy.
But
Fair. I'll call the scary Jedi.
Alright. You hear he picks up the phone. How do you intend to greet him or refer to him as?
He's the one that's walked the stars, right?
Yes.
That's what I would say. I would say, hello, walk the stars.
What do you need, kid?
I met the big bad wolf, and I need to know where I might find electric elementals.
Well, a power station's a good place to start.
I want to have one teach me how to talk to spirits.
Oh, you're finally cashing in on the fact that you have some spirit blood in you. Alright.
I guess. But no, I met the big bad wolf and I have tickets to fight now. The one that I needed to take care of. Yeah, that.
Alrighty. I see. Oh, and sorry about last time. Spending so much time in the Deep Umbra caused you to dissociate a bit. Tell your friends my name's actually Andrew.
No, alright. Hey, kid. The dude that helped at your house, his name is Andrew.
You mean Arthur?
No, it's Andrew. Arthur is the other one. The one that we went to the vampire place with.
Oh. The one that doesn't like you.
I don't think any of them like me.
Oh, that's so sad.
This just gives a thumbs up. Andrew, got it.
Alright, kid is informed. I'll tell strange lady whenever I see her. She wasn't awake when we left. Or she wasn't home. I don't know. I didn't go upstairs. Though I did end up on the ground floor when I woke up. But, you said the power lines would be good place?
Power station.
No, so I have to go to station, alright?
Power station. You know, like a transformer.
Yes, totally.
Oh no.
Kid, do you know where a power station is?
Are they still in the dive bar discussing all this?
I think they're in the
No.
car.
He already drove away
Ah,
making this call.
wonderful.
The kid.
Hmm?
Do you know where a power station is?
Gus,
Yes.
do you know where he would probably find a transformer or a power station? You know, those really, really sketchy giant metal boxes that are surrounded by metal fences saying electrified current, be careful.
Probably, I think. With all the walking around the city he does, he probably knows where one or two are.
Alright. Do you point one out to him?
Pointing would be difficult for him. Oh, sorry, hold on, give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. He's more of a give directions than just be like, because street names are not his best strong suit. He's more of a, like, he sees where everything is and be like, oh, turn here, turn there. But looking around where they are right now, he just says, there's one a few blocks away.
Right, we'll go there and then we'll talk to it. Show. Yeah, that is his name. I have questions.
Well,
about him.
one of his names.
Thank you for your help, Walk the Stars. Sorry to bother, but I'll keep you posted on the wrestling thing.
All right.
And then he's going to close his phone because it is a flip phone. So closing it hangs it up.
I like how you keep on having to reiterate it's a flip phone. I grew up with those. Oh gosh.
I also grew up with those. We all grew up in the era of flip phones. Let's be real. We're all 90s kids.
All right.
I just love the fact that everyone else has like smartphones and Rodolph is just no flip phone.
And so you eventually get to the power station. Do you drop off the young Gus before or after this?
As he said, I'm gonna go to the power station first, and then I'll take you to Show because I also want to talk to him.
All right.
So now that we're here, I get to do something fun.
Ooh, fun.
Once we get here, I'm gonna hop out of the vehicle.
When the car's stopped, right?
Yeah,
Not
so-
when it's still driving.
He's gonna park his car, unbuckle.
Just because we're like,
I'm still driving.
Honestly, it wouldn't shock me with Rodolph.
That's why I wanted to clarify.
Broken his nose twice already.
We'll be like, there's a child in the car, please no.
All right.
All right, little one. I will be right back. Hopefully.
Hopefully, oh god, that works.
Rodolph is going to get out of the vehicle, walk, see if he can get closer to the transformer.
All right.
Robots in disguise.
But if the fence is locked, that might be a little difficult for him.
All right. Do you jump the fence?
What kind of fence is it?
It is a
Before I
chain-
say
it
I'm
is-
jumping it.
It is a
What
chain
kind of
link fence that has a sign that says, "Warning, electric shock risk."
All right. Is there barbed wire on the top?
No, surprisingly.
Okay, because I've seen Transformers the stations with the barbed wire on the top, and I would not want to jump that. Yeah. Well, Rodolph is going to climb the fence and then get down on the other side.
All right. As you get through,
As I get through,
So, as you get through, you notice that the transformers are sparking off, on, almost like a Tesla coil. And you are right in the middle of most of them. And then you see Garmer. Garmer. Would you like to describe yourself? Garmer.
So, Garmer is probably, 8, 10 feet tall? 12 almost? It's kind of this giant version of Puff, but far, far more ethereal, very monstrous in nature. Giant ass wolf standing on top of these power transformers. There are sparks flying throughout their fur, bright golden eyes. If there are any legends of legendary wolves that you have read before, he feels like all of them combined into one. He looks like he also looks less like a on all fours feral werewolf and more like an on two legs, two hands werewolf.
So more glabro form.
Yeah, buddy.
How would you like to proceed, Mr. Rudolph?
You know, I didn't expect to see someone else here already.
Especially something that looks awfully very much like a spirit of some kind.
I would like to figure out what's going on. Because this is confusing to me, because I did not expect anything here. I expected to do something to see a spirit here.
Alright. Roll wits plus the occult.
Difficulty?
9.
Does this use instinctive, and is it knowledge based?
Yes, and also yes. You get the impression that this spiritual entity, as glorious and as terrifying as it is expecting someone, almost looking for someone to assist. Though you do not know precisely what kind of spirit it is, you have a feeling that it relates to electricity as well as wolves. Almost like a raging storm in wolf form. How would you like to proceed?
Well, since it's here, I don't want to do my other thing. That would be rude. Rodolph is going to look over this spirit and say, "Hello. I am trying to learn something, and I wanted to see about something within my own heritage to help me. I wanted to speak to an electrical elemental if possible, which you appear to be. And I would love it if you would be willing to help me learn how to talk to other spirits."
Garmer,
the. Oh, yep. Go on.
you were explained to by your entourage the basics of what they understand you to be and what you can do for people who are shapeshifters, which happen to be. You can potentially bestow upon them gifts, much like a spirit would have been able to.
Okay.
Letting you know that. And so, what would you like to do, Mr. Garmir?
So I've got so many things. I got so many things that I could do. I think I would like to use Voice of Heaven on this poor individual.
Very well. Roll it.
So click. Difficulty would be what? 3? Oh, 6?
It would be 6, yes.
Okay. Because this is a single individual, so. Oh, that's not great. 2. So I'm obviously not using the torment, I think.
Yeah, it's not the torment version. What are you wanting to command?
I think I would like to try and get Rudolph to enter a pact with me. And so Garmer is going to say, so it's very noisy here. This is a generator yard, and the fact that there's this giant 12-foot tall wolf just sort of standing on top of all these generators, sort of siphoning power from them, it's very loud, very raucous. But you hear its voice come through all of this noise, just crystal clear in the forefront of your mind, and it says, "If it's knowledge you seek, I can provide."
What would you like to do, Mr. Magnus? Mr. Rudolph?
I mean, that is what I came here for, was knowledge.
Good, good. I would like you should enter a pact with me. Allow me to assist you in your quest for knowledge. After all, knowledge is power.
I thought electricity was power.
Power among mortals, perhaps. Knowledge. Knowledge is the true power in this world of ours. And so how would I go about doing this, DM?
Mr. Rudolph, what are you going to ask him for?
I've already asked.
You need to specify what you're asking for, friends.
When he first met him, he specified that he wanted the ability to talk to spirits.
Spirits, right.
That is word for word what I said.
Yeah, sorry, I missed that, my bad. Let's see.
Alrighty. So,
Okay, hold on. So, in order to grant Rudolph's wish of being able to talk to spirits, would inspire work?
Let me handle this real quick. So, have you accepted that pact, Mr. Rudolph? I want to make sure I heard you correctly.
Rudolph never said yes or no.
Alright. Do you both wish to negotiate?
But that is what Rudolph planned to do.
Alright.
So, what exactly would I be agreeing to if I was to agree? And would you be able to teach me exactly what I asked for?
Of course. Of course I would. In exchange, however, I would require you to. Let's just say. If and when I need your help, I would like you to be available. Do you understand?
Rudolph doesn't trust this spirit. And I'd like to make a roll.
Alright. What role?
I don't know. Trying to figure out what exactly this kind of spirit is, because something just doesn't sit right with Rudolph.
Alright. I would like you to roll Wits and Occult. Same difficulty.
Instinctive or no?
No.
Knowledge based?
Yes. You don't gain any more further knowledge on what kind of spirit it is, but you get a firm impression of majesty and potentially awe-inspiring terror, depending on just how you would look at such a creature.
Before we to anything, I believe we should both be truthful about what we are. And I will tell you, I am a werewolf. That even though I don't want to be, because I was originally just a wolf, and now I'm a werewolf with some sort of connection to certain elementals.
I could smell your stench the moment you walked in. I understand wolves more than most. I'd like to think that I am perhaps one of the original wolves of not just this realm, but all realms. After all, it is I who guards the gates to hell, you see.
I would like to make a roll on that to figure out if my character would know exactly what he's talking about.
Enigmas plus wits.
Does this use instinctive or ancient specialities?
Ancient.
Difficulty?
The difficulty would be 9.
Alright, I don't have anything to lower that, but I do have a lot of dice.
You are familiar with a plane of the Umbra called the Abyss. A place a place of lost things. Many shape changers. Liken it to a bottomless pit, a prison, a place of isolation, despair. But it is not fundamentally of the worm. It is a place where lost things are found. Again. But it is an exceedingly difficult place to leave once you go inside. And Gaia help you if you fall into any of the pits. No one's ever found when they fall into a pit. So, if this entity is calling themselves a guardian at the gate of hell, it sounds like they are saying to you that they are saying they are a guardian to the gate of the abyss.
And as a guardian, do you have a name that you go by, as I have told you mine?
My name is Garmer, dear child.
And I thank you for entrusting me with it.
As you have with yours.
Rodolph is going to do a little bow with this, even though he's not great at bows, because he's not great at most social things.
Alright.
Okay, what do I add?
What would you like to do after your bow?
So, as I understand it, you would give me the knowledge I seek, and I owe you a favor?
A favor, yes. That would be close to what you mortals would call it, yes.
Well, my apologies. What would you call it? I do not wish to be rude.
A pact, if you will. I require your aid. You come when I call. It is very simple. And I need you to be on my side when all things end.
I could only do that if you are on the side of Gaia, as I would not wish to upset her.
Of course. After all, isn't Gaia from when all things come and to where all things go?
That is what they have been teaching me. I am doer to this all, to this life. As I mentioned, I was simply a wolf.
Yes, one of many packs, I suppose. Well then, I suppose you could consider it as you should join my pack, and in return, I can grant you all the knowledge you could ever want. How to talk to spirits, among other things, of course.
And
In
what would
return, you become a
things
part
be?
of my pack. Like I said, if I need you, if I need a member of this, if I need a loyal member of this pack, you come when I call you. Understand?
No, but I also. Alright, so. I know this makes me sound incredibly rude. But if your pack is not part of the group I'm with, will the group I'm with be upset?
Hold on a moment.
Alright. And so you begin batting back and forth ideas, discussions on the nature of the spirit and whatnot. Mr. Garmer, would you like to call upon the storm's
You want me to
force?
come invoke the storm?
Do you wish to invoke the storm itself?
Sure I would. It's a clear day outside, right?
Indeed. A little sprinkling, but not much else besides that. Florida.
So just nice, no clouds,
Florida, the only
clear
place
blue
where
sky.
Florida, the only place where the sky can be clear as day and it still be raining.
It's fucking Florida, of course. Yeah, I would like to invoke the storm.
All right.
So
Invoke?
this difficulty. What would the difficulty be? Because Garba would like to invoke sort of like a thunderstorm, no rain, but just instantly there are dark clouds in the area, lots of lightning, lots of thunder.
I would say difficulty 7 before any expenditures. Do you
Then can I spend? What can I spend on this?
as many as you want.
I mean, as many what?
Temporary faith
Faith.
points.
Okay, so do I? So to spend faith on power, I have to I have to use it, right?
Yep. So you do
Spend
that.
on faith point. Then I have to roll difficulty 7. Okay.
Yep.
Please work.
All right.
There you go.
Holy shit.
That's good, right? Getting almost the same amount of successes as the difficulty.
So you have 6 lightning bolts that you can fire off at will, and the wind starts picking up and wires start getting entangled as nearby windows and doors shatter, and the floor, the machines themselves start to ice over. as your entire body suffuses with the storm, with the 6 separate thunderbolts swirling around your form, ready to be fired off anywhere, as thunder strikes various places around you.
I mean, these lightning bolts, these are damage sources, basically, right? So if I fired one at, say, Rudolph, he would have to roll something or risk taking damage, correct?
You would have to roll a pool of you would have to roll
6 dice.
You'd have to roll a pool of 6 dice versus difficulty 9 to see if it would hit him.
See, it hits. I mean, this is just to make sure that I'm understanding the power correctly. I'm not actually gonna fire these at Rudolph.
Yes,
That'll be bad.
I'm just describing what the scene looks like after you've done this.
Yeah. Okay.
Rudolph, as your question is asked, you see as the spirit invokes a massive storm of thunder from the skies, as metal becomes cold, windows and doors shatter, and telephone wires and electric wires tangle. What would you like to do?
I'm trying to think. Does Rudolph think he's angry at the question? Is the question.
Roll etiquette plus intelligence, I suppose.
I don't have etiquette.
Then you can just roll intelligence -1.
Am I dealing with an electrical elemental?
As far as you are aware, yes.
Am I dealing with one, yes or no? For Spirit Heritage?
For the mechanics, no. But as far as you are personally aware, yes.
Because for Spirit Heritage, that adds an extra 5 dice to my dice pool.
Roll it.
So, intelligence -1.
Yes.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
I have 1 die.
You are convinced that you might have said something wrong.
Alright, then I am going to use one of my gifts. I'm going to use infectious laughter. And I'm going to say, well, this is a shocking situation that I found myself in, and start laughing at myself.
Jesus Christ.
I
Can't believe I'm being punned at. I cannot believe. This is not what I signed up for. So fuck.
Manipulation and expression, difficulty of his rage rating.
He does not have a rage rating, but he has a rating that is good enough of an equivalent. Difficulty of 6.
Okay. Manipulation, expression, difficulty 6.
Alright.
For infectious laughter, makes you forget your ire.
Mr. Garmer, you relax and begin to find humor in the situation. How would you
Anything else? Oh,
how would you like to proceed?
Hmm. I think the pun, as horrible and corny as it was, inspires some lighthearted laughter in Garmer, which to Rudolph will sound like the crackle of lightning and the peal of thunder.
Hey, Rudolph doesn't care. He made you no longer upset.
And Garmer says, "You are an amusing mortal, I see." And I would like to, and I think then Garmer is gonna sort of like affix just both of those like bright golden orbs onto Rudolph, and he's gonna say, "Very well then, I shall, if you are willing." Our pact is sealed. And then I would like to use Inspire on this guy.
Roll it.
Difficulty.
I believe the
Oh,
difficulty would be 6.
Okay. Now I'm gonna spend faith. Roll. Oh, that's not great. 1 success. Shit.
Alright.
Well, I mean, 1 success worse, yeah.
So, when a one is rolled, it takes the highest die's success with it. So, the only success that you had, besides the permanent one, bonus one, was 1, and it was a 6. So,
Ugh.
the torment effect is in effect this time.
Uh-oh.
Which mental or social attribute are you temporarily increasing in Mr. Rudolph?
I'd like to say perception. Wait, wait, he wants to talk to spirits. No, charisma on the social.
Charisma. Alright.
So charisma goes up to 2 temporarily.
That would be correct. However, you also are subjected to a temporary derangement as a result of this. As you feel yourself become more charismatic, more likable, a small part of you is taken by grandiose hubris and almost megalomania, if you will. And that will be until and that will be for 9 days that you have that derangement of severe megalomania, as well as these 2 bonus points in charisma.
Sorry, not sorry.
Also, did you agree to the pact, my friend?
Technically, he never did.
Alright.
Because he asked a question, then the dude got angry, and then the dude did something to him.
Wait, I wasn't angry.
In his eyes. you
Oh, his
got
eyes were always
angry.
like that.
No. In Rodolph's eyes,
Oh.
you got angry.
Okay. Well. Whatever, balls to the wall. Let's fucking run this shit into the ground.
But Rudolph will say thank you, and you have my word that I will help when you call.
Would that be good enough for the pact, or?
I believe that would be sufficient. Mr.
Cool.
Rudolph, I need you to do the following to your sheet real quick.
Ow.
Take 1 permanent willpower and reduce it by 1.
Okay.
Remember the 5 level 1 gifts that you mentioned that you wanted?
I can pull them up, yeah.
Put those on your sheet whenever you find the time to. And I will discuss with you later what else you need to take care of in after hours. Mr. Garmir, at the beginning of every day, you will have a immediate surplus of surfusion of 5 temporary faith.
Nice. You probably know this.
And with that, the pact is sealed, and so you have gained wisdom and knowledge beyond compare, and the ego to match. How would you like to proceed, Mr. Rudolph?
Bow to Garmer. And say, thank you. It is nice to be given help, even if it is not always given in an honest way. And then he's gonna hop back over the fence to go back to the van and take the kid where it needs to go.
All right.
You leave the air conditioning on for the kid?
You assume his van has air conditioning?
Oh no. Fuck.
Mr. Gus, as
You left the dog in the car too.
Oh god.
Mr. Gus,
Yes.
and Puff, as the short baby man comes back over the fence, you two are sweating bullets.
Oh no. Actually, wait, hold on. Before he leaves, can Corvus say something? I just wanna do a small thing.
Sure.
Just before Rudolph leaves, I think Garmer is gonna flick a claw in the general direction of Rudolph's van and say, "You might want to check on those two. You didn't leave the windows down."
They could have rolled them down.
You think the kid's smart enough for that?
A child and a wolf without opposable thumbs, I don't believe, can roll down windows. And then the rest of that scene proceeds as it would.
Alright. As you get back to the car, the van, the mystery machine,
The mystery machine.
what would you like to do now?
Hop in, start it, and start driving to the next place I need to go.
Good God.
Yes.
Good fucking God.
Puff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish to do anything?
Puff is gonna try and open the back door with his maw by trying to bite the door handle, but because of the way it's rigged, he can't get it.
I see.
Uh,
And Gus, is there anything you want to do while you're being driven?
with this van, is it automated windows or the old-fashioned you gotta roll the thing?
You have to roll it.
You have to roll the window down.
My question is this whole entire old beat up, no offense, piece of shit van, do they even work?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I guess Gus, not really used to this kind of car. Used to, automated windows. He's just wondering how the windows go down. He looks over at Rudolph and is like, how does all this work?
You grab the thing and spin it in circle.
The son
Alright.
child just just using whatever energy he has that isn't exhausted. He goes to lean over to try to turn the thing as requested, as stated before, to roll down the windows because, oh god. Florida.
Fucking sweltering, Jesus Christ.
Alright. Where to next?
I do believe it's time to drop the child at shows.
It is time to go to shows because Rodolph also wants to talk to show.
I see.
As you said, the kid's trying to ditch you. No, I'm kidding.
Puff is just lying in the back of the van, just panting.
Gus just looks over at Puff and is like, you know what? Come jump up in the front and put your head out the window.
I cannot believe this is the party I have entangled myself with.
Rodolph is going to drive to shows.
Alright. As you get to
I was
the...
going to get the driver's seat and put his head out the window.
Alright.
Not standing 101.
I
mean-
see. As you as I understood it, you poked your head out the driver window as a giant wolf while somebody's
Oh,
driving
no.
the car.
Oh no.
Rudolph,
It's fine. Scooby Gang, it's fine. It's fine. It's
roll
fine.
at difficulty 9,
Oh.
dexterity plus drive.
I'm sorry.
Dexterity drive. This will use my helmsman difficulty.
Oh,
I'm very good at driving.
So, initially, the car does a slight swerve as you get used to wolf ass in your face while you're driving the car. Uh, but you quickly use your other senses and your gut instincts to stay on the road and not crash the car. In fact, you are just fine the entire way to the ritzy part of Orlando, where you end up at Shady Show Sushi. It is very lively today, actually, compared to the last time you've been here. Customers, mostly white-collar workers, and dilettantes aplenty, the usual yuppie crowd. As you pull up and you park, you end up being greeted by a very loud "Hello! Good seeing you again."
Puff is waiting outside. He does not like this man.
Yeah, I think he's talking to you, kid. At least at first.
It's just pops his head up from his where he's sitting, and just says hello while he's trying to get out of the van.
Come here. Come.
Gus also asks if do you think we can get some water for Puff?
Water. What kind of water?
He was left in a van.
Sparkling LaCroix.
Look.
LaCroix for the dog. Yes, quite.
Gus just looks at Puff. Any special water?
You know what? Puff wants a LaCroix.
Okay.
LaCroix.
Do you have any LaCroix? Puff wants a LaCroix.
No flavor.
LaRoy.
No.
LaRoy. LaRoy. LaRoy? Sure, Room.
Is it LaCroix with no flavor? Just like fucking San
That's-
Pellegrino.
Yes.
Alright.
It has no flavor.
Yes.
Shady Show just gently waves y'all in. Tries to get you all to the back room, VIP area as fast as he can. And sits you
That's
down
just
at the
follows.
tatami mat like you were at before.
Ooh.
With the prospect of water, Puff is actually going to come inside.
A doggy bowl full of sparkling water
Yes.
is just sitting on the tatami mat.
Let's go. Puff is doing this exclusively because it's the ritzy part of town, and he's making a point to make fun of the ritzy people who drink it by drinking it as a dog.
Gotta get those pinkies up, you know?
Alrighty.
God damn.
So, I know that I was expecting you, but what brings you to here again? Or, one of you? Where is Lady?
Probably still asleep. Apparently women need their beauty rest.
Ah, yes.
I drove the kid and I wanted to talk to you.
What do you want to talk to me for?
You might have information I don't.
About what?
Wrestling.
Are you one of those people asking me for tickets to, what you say, how do you say, Extreme Wolf for WoW Where's a whim?
They have tickets. I wanted to talk to you about the other aspect of it. You know, the aspect that you don't have to use your fake accent for?
Ah, yes, yes. Ah. What do you wish to know? What do you wish to know? Come on.
Any idea why that company is funding it?
Which one? There's like 7.
The big one. We know that they all are part of Pentax.
Okay, King's Brewery, Magadon Pharmaceuticals, Endron Oil, Red News, Red Network rather, Telus, Sunburst Computing. There's a lot of backers for that event. You're gonna have to narrow it down, sweetheart.
Right. This kid's father was turned into a Fomori from alcohol from King's Brewery. King's Brewery is backing this event.
Ah, so you're connecting dots of evil product, evil company. Evil and company are synonyms anyway, so don't know why this has to be any different. So you're asking if the evil beer company, again the evil is redundant in that statement, has plans to do similar shit at the event.
Yes, and I knew that you might know.
Just because I have ears everywhere doesn't mean I know everything. I just happen to have approximate knowledge of all things.
I just thought that someone of your skills would know something like this, as you have such intelligence and such a wonderful business here.
Flattery will get you everywhere and absolutely nowhere at the same time. Care to guess which one it is with me?
It is only flattery if it is not true, is it not?
Oh, hun. You need to work on your swagger.
You need to get the moves like Jagger.
You need to get the moves like Jagger.
Yes, what Bean Sprout said.
Bean Sprout.
But yes, I was curious if you had any idea of plans that they have, because I know that they're backing the person that is giving me my tickets, which is a little scary. But hey, I have to do this.
Are we talking about the giant teddy bear?
Yes, the one that you trust and I don't.
Why don't you trust him? He's offering to help.
So, Red Media, which owns the rights to the EWW, is a extremely conservative media network that pumps out a bunch of propaganda, media that encourages the usage of stereotypes, encourages hatred of others, and basically sucks the taint of capitalism with the fury of a vacuum.
You have been cutting out every other word.
So, Red Media, pay attention, darling, is the owners of the EWW. Red Media is a media company that all of their products tend to try to foster some form of extreme conservative lean, where that's their female reporters are being required to look either like the most unattractive, sexless person ever, or if it's a like sports show or whatnot, looking like an actual prostitute. All of their media professionals are Caucasian. I wonder why. Let's see. They constantly push pro-capitalism messages, pro-nationalism messages. You know, think Fox, except way more better at their job and twice as evil. Does that help you?
All right. Helps a little.
So, a fun fact about the EWW, their shows, every single performer, supernatural. Straight up. What kind of supernatural? Depends on who the fuck you're talking about. But all of them are supernatural and all of them are using their powers. You would think that
Big Bad Wolf is going to be there.
Either he is a very unfortunate person, or he has some supernatural powers that nobody knows about.
He was more than met my eye when I was speaking to him.
I'm not a transformer.
Indeed. So, you would think that all the performers being supernatural and using all of their abilities and all of their whatnots would be a problem for pretending that the supernatural is not real. However, people eat it up as spectacle of professional wrestling, and so nothing ever happens because of it.
I might be forced to fight.
My condolences. Shall I play the small violin?
Yeah, if that is how I go out investigating the worm, then that is how I go out.
Speaking of worms, I had a bit of a look inside of your head. You got some screws loose, don't you?
Always have. Probably always will.
I mean ones that are new.
I don't really know what you're talking about.
I see. Well, as long as you keep your crazy fever dream of a mindscape under control, and you look after Gussie over there.
Don't say that.
You're all fine. You're all fine in my book.
I never agreed to look over him, but I will for now.
I see. Well, I'm sure that you two will make close friends, and that will become a yes soon. Anyway, anything else that you want to talk to me about, Mr. Wolfie? Mr. Puppy?
I mean, do you know about this? And I summoned the sword into my hand.
He looks it up and down, rather intently. So, how did you get that, may I ask?
Yeah. Do you want the long version or the short version?
Either one.
Alright, so I was glued to the back of my boss's suit of armor and carried to the kid's house in my sleep. Once I got there, I changed form and bit a Fabari, which later turned out to be the kid's father. Then my boss and I were working to cleanse house, and I fell into a hole into the basement. While down there, my boss continued working. Once he started the ritual, I saw a spirit holding this, flickering in and out of existence in front of me. And then when the ritual ended, spirit disappeared, Blade stayed, and Blade talks to me. And then I focused on it for a very long time and now can summon it at will.
You see him peer closely at it. He pulls out his smartphone, starts tapping away, as if looking at it, and looking through the phone at it, as if he's looking at a QR scanning code, pressing buttons. And he looks up at you and he says, "Do you know what a demon is?"
No, I might have made a deal with one at an electric station.
Demons are a kind of umbral entity, to my understanding at least, that are evil, and they make deals with desperate people for just about anything under the sun, and the people almost always regret it. They come from, well, whatever infernal realm that they happen to come from. This is not something.
The one that I made the deal with said they guarded one of those realms.
What realm in particular?
Hell, I guess. It was electric wolf thing.
Uh-huh. So, an electric wolf thing said that it was from hell, and what did you agree to do for it? And what did it give you?
I gave it my word that if it asked for my help, I would help it once. And they gave me a couple of gifts.
Well, you either got off very easily, or there are several hidden underwriting in that agreement that you didn't consider. I hope for your sake, the latter and not the former. Or rather, I got that backwards. The former and not the latter. But at least you got some nifty powers out of it, I suppose. So, back to the subject of the sword. That thing is housing a demon.
I can actually pull it out if I focus on the sword long enough.
Have you actually tried to do that? And did it actually do that?
No, I did not, because it takes my gnosis every day, and if I bring it out, I have a feeling it'll take more noses.
I see. Well, it kind of looks jail like lock and key locked in there pretty good. And from what I heard through the grapevine, somebody tried to destroy the sword with concentrated plasma, and it did not even chip. So I think that thing's stuck in there for good.
There's always a way to get it out. That's what makes it an enigma.
I see. Well, if you need any help keeping, your essence all clean, I suppose I could offer that as a service. No doubt, having that thing attached to you on a semi-permanent basis is gonna bring out all sorts of spiritual and psychological demons upon yourself. Or rather, out of yourself. But yeah, is there anything else that you need?
Nope, I'm just waiting for you to do whatever you need to with the kid, and then I'll be getting him to wherever he needs to go next.
I see. Well, kiddo. I said I'd show you how to defend yourself. Or teach you some tricks of the trade.
Yeah, there were tricks and offered.
So, follow me. And he walks right out the back door.
Ah, yes. The back door.
Yes, that door. And as you do, if you do you follow him?
Yes, he follows him.
As you do, you find yourself in what seems to be a totally closed off alleyway. There is no exit, no entrance, just a empty lot. Hidden behind this store. Now pay attention. This will be no wax on, wax off bullshit, and I will not be quoting Mr. Miyagi. And I most certainly will not be saying there is no spoon. So you best pay attention. And he takes and goes into a stance. Come at me.
You want me to, like, come at you like I'm with the fist?
Come at me as if you're actually trying to kill me.
Alright. Gus gets, like, in his own little stance before charging at Sho with, like, a fist raised.
With that, I would like you to roll your initiative.
Alright, here. Alright, hold on. There it is, got it.
Alright. He goes first and you go second. But you declare your action first. What are you doing?
He's gonna charge at a Sho to try to punch him in the gut.
Show is going to smile very widely like he is the Cheshire Cat himself. And he is going to do the following.
Bad.
Roll your attack.
Alright, hold on. Where is that? Hold on. Which one is that? I can't seem to see it.
You see a picture that looks like a gun. Click it.
Oh, there's the gun. Okay, there it is. Okay.
All of your combat maneuvers should be there.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. Right. I don't have much here, but there's this one. I think I click it. Okay. Difficulty?
Difficulty of the maneuver as listed if you're using one.
Can you say that again? You cut out for me at the very end.
Difficulty of the maneuver you're using.
Okay, okay, there it is. I see it now. Okay.
Alright. As you go to, swing at him and try to trip him up, you notice that he immediately steps to the side as if... He doesn't even really step to the side, he just slightly tilts, and you manage to dodge him completely. He managed to dodge you completely just with that gentle sway.
Nope.
Again.
You want me to attack again?
We're gonna keep doing this until you land a hit.
Something tells me I'm not going to land a hit.
I'm not using any trickery.
This is very suspicious about that. Alright, getting back into position, he tries again for the same thing. Oh.
Alright. Roll yours.
Okay, there it is. Let's do that, or I can't do that. There we go.
As you do so, he rolls up as if he was breakdancing and gently sways out of the way before tapping you in the forehead gently. Again.
Oh my god. It is gonna just collapse out of frustration.
Come on. I know you can do it.
I'm getting very annoyed.
As you do so, You manage to trip him up, actually, and he goes sprawling.
Okay, I did not expect that.
I need you to roll 2 dice, difficulty of 6.
Alright, hold on. 2 dice, difficulty of 6. There we go.
He takes 1 bashing damage.
Uh-oh.
And as he sprawls, he rolls into the sprawl and then springboards back forward and lands right in front of you. What I just demonstrated is called Broken Rhythm School Do. You see, something I didn't disclose to you before. I am part of a tradition, believe it or not. I'm not an hollow one like you, but I'm actually part of 2 of them. The Akashics and the Virtual Adepts. I have a bunch of little nifty martial arts folklore tricks with a lot of computer hardware tricks and social media tricks up my sleeves. So, I'm going to, over the next few weeks, try to beat this style of combat into your head so that you can replicate this. I just need to show you what you're up for in the future for today. This is going to be very rough on you. You might not have any free time for a few weeks. Aside from, well, whatever they have more or less pre-agreed for on your behalf. I'll let you take care of any thing that you've wrapped yourself up into, but aside from that, you're going to be very busy in the future. So get ready.
I was gonna cut into his reading time.
Oh, and for magic lesson stuff, he hands you a annotated non-abridged collection of every Brothers Grimm fairy tale, as well as every cultivator tale of Eastern fairy tales. And basically all of it is like the most harsh, dark versions of every of the stories that is available, explained, annotated, and everything, not mincing any of the words, so that you can probably develop rotes on your own for your style based out of those folk tales that are actually more hostile than turning things temporarily into valuable things and forcefully allowing other people to see the dreaming like you can. Oh, and your wolf friend, perhaps you might want to introduce him to your world. I know that you know how to do that. You know, your ability to see all the wonderful things that you can see, that even I can't see without a lot of effort.
You talking about Rudolph?
Yeah, why not show him what you can see?
That's allowed?
I mean, I taught you the trick on how to do it.
Okay.
And he just, like, hands you a bunch of, like, reagents and lets you get to work on making a brew. Hey, Rudolph, would you mind coming here?
Can I hear him from inside?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. He'll come outside. The blade is put away right now.
So, I want to remind you, Mr. Gus.
Mm-hmm.
My lovely bean sprout. So, it is important for you to remember that at this time, you're not skilled enough to, like, just to make these willy-nilly. You have to do them make these in front of the person you wish to do this to.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually you'll be able to make these work permanently. I'll eventually get you there. But for now, start brewing in front of him the lovely little balm that I showed you how to make.
Oh, yes. Cool. Alright.
That will be a difficulty of 3.
Is it just a roll of a random dice, or is it something specific?
The Arte.
Craft. Okay, Arte. Difficulty 3. There we go.
Alright. As you mix the reagents and make these little tinctures, this balm, this ointment of sorts.
Balm. I thought you said bomb at first.
No.
I was like, oh god.
This ointment of sorts. Do you wish to paint Rudolph's eyes with it?
With consent, of course, yes.
Rudolph, do you let him paint your eyes?
Rudolph is stressed but allows it.
This just gently does it, like, to make sure, like, he doesn't hurt or cause harm.
Can I clarify something as I'm listening to this? Did you say paint as in P-A-I-N-T, paint?
P-A-I-N-T, yes.
Jesus Christ, okay.
I'm going to paint a masterpiece like the Mona Lisa.
So, when you paint the balm on his eyes, Rudolph, the instant that you open your eyes again, you see a very different world. Now, you see...
It's my world.
You see color. Every shadow is that much shadowier. Every light is that much brighter. Every plant, every creature is that much more vibrant. And as you look at Guster, you even see little nubs right where his forehead would be. Kind of like not quite horns, but like what a clear place where horns would have grown if they were going to at all. And his green eyes are all that more radiant. And as you look around, you see an ephemera of what you understand to be Gnosis wafting off of Gus, wafting off everything in a way. And it's so beautiful it almost hurts. Everything is like a picturesque, romanticized version of what it normally is. How do you react?
I just need to know one thing. Are there any reflective surfaces nearby?
You are in the middle of a abandoned lot where there is barely any light coming out anywhere.
Okay. Because I did say that he would allow him, but he would be stressed, so I need to know if I'm near a reflective surface.
You aren't.
So, I see what I understand to be gnosis around me,
Yes.
correct? I would like to use Sense Wild.
Roll it.
Difficulty?
The difficulty will be 3.
Does this use either of my specialities, Keen-Eyed or Ancient?
No. Well, actually, maybe keen-eyed, but oh well. It doesn't matter either way.
I have a huge dice pool for this.
So, as you look at everything through the eyes of your child companion, and as you embrace the wild and look at things that much deeper as if you were looking at the wild itself, you notice that Gus detects strongly of the wild. And to a lesser extent, so does Show, but not as much.
Alrighty.
How do you wish to proceed?
Hmm. You look very chaotic to me.
What is that supposed to mean?
Exactly what I said.
Is that a good thing?
Pardon?
Is that a good thing? He asked.
In a way, yes, but in a way, no.
Oh.
Do you wish to expand upon that?
You give me...
Anxiety.
You,
Amazing.
do you feel like something that the worm wants to destroy?
What does that mean?
It means I'm going to keep a closer eye on you than before.
Does that mean you're gonna move in with me and Maeve?
I don't know. Am I even wanted?
Well, Show did say you're my new friends.
Yes, and when I offered to let you live with me, I was instantly shut down. So, am I wanted?
It wasn't for bad reasons. I just like my home.
And as far as I was aware, your home was destroyed when I was shut down.
Oh, that thought was after. Oops. But yes, you are wanted. The house has 3 rooms, if I recall, so there's enough room. Well, technically it's 2 bedrooms, but the third one can be turned into one because it was an office space. Plus, that way you can park your van somewhere and it won't get possibly towed.
I normally just park it at my home. Well, I say home, where I currently live.
I thought you lived in your van.
Down
I do and
by
I
the
don't.
river.
Amazing.
Gus just has a big smile on his face and says, "You are welcome in the house, in my house. All my friends are."
And I thank you for that, but I still don't know.
But at least you now know what I see.
If I look at myself right now, do I see what he sees of me?
Do you have a means of looking at a mirror or something at the moment?
I mean, like lifting my arm
Oh,
and looking at my arm.
as you look down at yourself, you notice that the fur... Wait, are you in your, any of your, furry forms at the moment?
I'm in Hamid because I never shifted.
Ah. So, it's not quite how, So, Gus never mentioned that, you started looking like you normally do to you at any point. He just mentioned the weird, how you looked during the time where something obviously was intervening in what he could and could not see. So, you just see all of your hairs on your human arms in a perfect, almost super HD detail. The colors are vibrant, detailed, crisp. You even see how pink, almost disgustingly pink your skin is, but it still looks beautiful in a weirdly romanticized way.
I'm disgusted at it because I don't like being a human.
Basically, everything that you see is romanticized and whimsical and fae-like. Including yourself.
Does this last?
It'll last for a while. Potentially...
Alrighty.
Times could vary. Gus just honestly just shrugs and doesn't know. I don't know.
And so... what would you like to do?
I'm currently seeing everything in a romanticized way. Do you... Do you need anything else from us, or should me and the kid get out of your hair?
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. Mr. Gus, would you mind, Would you mind staying here real quick? And he, puts on a phone, starts dialing a phone number really quick.
Okay.
Sebi-chan. Sebi-chan. Sebastian. Sebastian.
Corvid is Sebastian, right? Or
Nope.
no, Jesus.
I am here. My phone wants to be a piece of shite.
So, you hear a ringtone that you associate automatically with, oh my fucking god, why? What does this person want with me today? Do you answer the phone?
I just groan, just look at it. It's like, nope.
The moment you press that red, the button that says go away, you notice that your thumb presses the red button, but the green one goes off. Sebi-chan, how you doing? I have a little favor for you.
Oh no.
Lovely.
What do you want, show?
You remember how I was talking about the kiddo that I was teaching? Yes?
Yes, I do.
Do you think you could do whatever pencil push it on that you need in order to get him some kind of class schedule there, yeah?
I suppose I could see.
Get him enrolled in that fancy Chrissy Rich Boy class school you'll teach at.
The serious teacher just kind of just cracks up, just like, show, I know this is not your actual accent. Can you just stop this, please?
Okay, fine. You know I only do it because it works.
It's it's funny, yes. Fine.
Is that not funny?
I'm not promising anything, but I'll see what I can do.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way. Click.
I didn't even say goodbye.
Damn it, why does that man's voice always make me crack up?
It is your office hours, Mr. Sebastian.
Yes.
It seems that every other day this week, you keep hearing about this child for